don't know why politicians keep going after the president in regards to this Epstein nonsense. Every single day, parents are teaching their kids to not to live in the past. Every single day. I'm not a parent, but I know that for a fact because I have friends that are parents. And they always tell their kids, don't live in the past. Stop worrying about the past. You have to focus on today and prepare for tomorrow. So I don't understand why so many politicians keep going after the president in regards to this Epstein nonsense. They're trying to bring up things 10, 15, 20 years ago. I really don't understand this.
He said, I am withdrawing my support and endorsement of Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene of the great state of Georgia. Over the past few weeks, despite my creating record achievements for our country, including a total and complete victory on the shutdown, closed borders, low taxes, no men in women's sports or transgender for everyone, ending DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation, the biggest regulation cuts in history, stopping 8 wars, rebuilding our military, being respected by every country in the world as opposed to being the laughingstock that we were just 12 months ago, having trillions of dollars, record-setting, invested in the USA, and having created the hottest country anywhere in the world from being a dead country just 12 months ago, and so much.
That's my point. That's what people should focus on going forward in life, because President Trump just took office not a little over a year, and the amount of accomplishments this gentleman has made within a couple of months, people should look at that. President Trump actually solved 8 different wars around the world. Do you know how many hundreds of thousands of people, because of President Donald J. Trump, is alive right now? Look at today, the present, and what actually President Donald J. Trump is doing right now and moving towards the future for the United States. I don't understand Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene and others, not just her, and others like her with that type of mentality of trying to go back in times to bring something up that's just nonsense. 15 years ago, Mr. President Trump was a different man. 20 years ago, Mr. President Donald J. Trump was a different man. The whole point is, ladies and gentlemen, every single day that God gives us life, every day we wake up, we are completely different people. We continue to grow. Every single day, our body grows and we get older. So we get wiser. So I don't know why people keep trying to focus on what happened 15 years ago. Focus on today. Let's build today and make tomorrow better.
All I see wacky Marjorie do is complain, complain, complain. He went on to say, it seemed to all begin when I sent her a poll stating that she should not run for senator or governor. She was at 12% and didn't have a chance unless, of course, people that is upset that unless, of course, she had my endorsement, which she wasn't about to get. He said she has told many people that she's upset that I don't return her phone calls anymore. But with 219 congressmen and women, 53 U.S. senators, 24 cabinet members, and almost 200 countries, and an otherwise normal life to lead, I can't take ranting lunatics calls every day, he says. I understand that wonderful conservative...
That's why I love him. He says as it is. She is a lunatic. And people like Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene in time to bring nonsense up. Why are you living in the past, Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene? Why are you living in the past, ma'am? That's all I want to know. I know it's crazy. Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene and Mr. President Donald Trump, their birthdays are just a couple of days apart. And my reason to bring that up, they're very similar people, very similar in attitude and mentality. So I don't understand why Miss Taylor Greene is acting the way that she's acting. Like, I really don't understand why she keep insisting and going back in time to bring up some nonsense 15, 20 years ago. Who cares about 15, 20 years ago? She should focus on right now that the president actually within 1 year in office solved and resolved 8 different violent wars that have been going on for years. The amount of people President Donald J. Trump saved from dying, it's in the hundreds of thousands. That's what we should focus on as a country. The fact that Mr. Donald J. Trump came into office and stopped men from participating in women's sports against women, those are achievements. And he's continuing with the trillions of dollars that he brought back into the United States from all the countries that was using and abusing the United States for decades. Let's think about those things. Marjorie Taylor Greene has kids, but I'm pretty sure if she do, I know she raised her kids to not worry about the past, to focus on today and to build a better future for tomorrow. So why, if you raise your kids to not worry about the past, to concentrate on the future, why do you and people like you, Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene, going back into the past and trying to bring some garbage up?
About primarying Marjorie in her district of Georgia, that they are fed up with her and her antics, and if the right person runs, they will have my complete and unyielding support. She has gone far left, even doing The View with their low IQ Republican-hating anchors. Trump says, "Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again."
And I have to be very respectful because all of those women on The View could be my mothers. They're all grown women, but they talk a bunch of garbage. This woman is nothing but troublemakers. That show, I don't know why that show still exists, but all of these women, they're grown grandmothers, they're grown women. They need to stop. All the gossiping, all the nonsense, they need to just cut it out already. All of the women on The Views, literally, especially Whoopi Goldberg. That woman needs to just stop, retire, stop all the garbage that she talks every single day. And I don't want to say it in a disrespectful manner because those women, especially Miss Whoopi Goldberg, she could be my mom's. But Miss Whoopi, please, time to retire and just stop all the gossiping.
Trump just attacked me and lied about me. I haven't called him at all, but I did send these text messages today. We will show you those in a moment. She said, apparently this is what sent him over the edge, the Epstein files. And of course, he's coming after me hard to make an example, to scare all the other Republicans before next week's vote to release the Epstein files. She said it's astonishing, really, how hard he's fighting to stop the Epstein files from coming out, and that he actually goes to this level, she said. She went on to say, but really most Americans wish he would fight this hard to help the forgotten men and women of America who are fed up with foreign wars and foreign causes, are going broke trying to feed their families, and are losing hope of ever achieving the American dream. That's what I voted for. I have supported President Trump with too much of my precious time, too much of my own money, and fought harder for him, even when almost all other Republicans turned their back and denounced him. And she also said, but I don't worship or serve President Trump. I worship God. Jesus is my savior, and I serve my district, GA 14, and the American people. I remain the same today as I've always been, and I will continue to pray that this administration will be successful because the American people desperately deserve what they voted for. She said, for me, I remain America first and America only. And these are those text messages.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, you sound like you're a very good woman, that you sound like you're very smart. So I don't know what all of a sudden you're acting the way you're acting with this nonsense about this Epstein files. It's nonsense. That's all it is. You and people that's bringing up something that took place 15, 20 years in the past. And you guys are just so focused on trying to bring up people's past to use it against them. That's not how life should be. Whatever we did in our past, that's our past. That's the reason why it's called the past. Judge me based on what I am today. Judge me based on what I'm doing today. Don't judge me based on what happened last week. Don't judge me based on something I did 10 years ago. Don't judge me based on something I did 15 years ago. I would appreciate if you judged Mr. Donald J. Trump for the accomplishments that he has made within the 1 year that he been the president of the United States. That's my whole point. Let's stop living in the past and trying to bring up some nonsense, straight garbage. Bottom line, you guys are trying to bring up garbage. Or try to hurt Mr. President Donald J. Trump's character as a good person, as a human being that's trying to solve problems, not just in the United States, all around the world. He's doing a great job, and I think everybody should support him instead of trying to go against him, especially with his garbage Epstein stuff.
In that tweet, you see those on your screen, one of those going to somebody named Natalie in her phone. It says, "In every single interview I have done, I have defended President Trump. I said over and over, the women say he did nothing wrong, and their attorney says he's the only one who helped. And the Democrats had 4 years to release the files, but did nothing. Stop ignoring the women. Many of them literally voted for President Trump and say so publicly. Them being raped as teenagers is not a hoax." She also attached this tweet addressed to someone labeled as DJT in her phone. It says that check the flight logs of Epstein's plane. Bill Clinton is on there like 26 times, Hillary too. For many of us, releasing the Epstein files has always been for the women who were victims of Jeffrey Epstein, but also because we believed that the Democrat bad guys like the Clintons were entangled and involved with him. Epstein was the spider that wove the web of the deep state.
So we're going to end this right there. Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene, once again, I think you're a beautiful woman. You're grown. Stop going that direction of being one of those people who is determined to bring up something that happened 10, 15, 20 years ago. You have kids, ma'am. I don't know if you're a mother or not, but I'm pretty sure if you have kids or you don't have kids, if you're an aunt or you're a family member to someone else younger, I'm pretty sure your advice to them is always don't live in your past. Don't worry about what you did last week. Focus on today and just use last week as a learning experience. Every single day that we are alive, that God gives us life, Miss Marjorie, it's a day for us to better ourselves. We as human beings, we as God kids, we're not perfect. You will never find a perfect human being on this planet. So every experience that we do have, regardless if it's good or bad, we have to learn from them. So I don't think it's a good idea to always do the best you can to bring people's past up and use it against them going towards the future. I think it's a bad example that you, Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene, and people that's involved in that nonsense, I think it's a bad example that you're setting for the younger generation, because you are making them think that it's okay to go back 10, 15, 20 years in somebody's past and use it against them to better your odds towards a better future for yourself. I think that's a bad example. May God bless Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene and everybody else in this world. So a great United States president, from me to you as always, sir. Salute from me to you and your family. So God bless you and your family. To our great president, to our commander-in-chief, Mr. Donald J. Trump. May God watch over you and your family, sir, on this beautiful, wonderful day and forever. May God watch over you and your family, sir, on your trips throughout the United States and on your trips outside the United States. May God always watch over you and your family. That's to our great president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. To all and every of God kids throughout the United States, may God bless us all. To all and every of God kids all around the world, may God bless you guys all as well. Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene, you said you're a God-loving woman. If you're a God-loving woman, ma'am, you focus on today, and let's build today to make tomorrow great. Don't focus on yesterday or the day before or last week or that. No. If you're a God-loving woman, Miss Marjorie Taylor Greene, as you said in that message, you will know to let's focus today so we could do what's right today to build a better tomorrow. And that's for all of us within the United States and all of us around the world. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, guys, let's work together to make this world a better place. Let's do what's right for each other. Let's always treat each other with the love, the respect, the kindness, the care, and the loyalty which we expect others to treat us with. Do as you expect to get done to yourself. Always do what's right in the eyes of God and His family. Always make God a part of your decision making. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, guys, let's use our words to solve our problems and not our violent nature.